Guys, DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and RobZ Realism mod. Super excited to be back here with another battle. We're doing something we haven't done before. We're crossing the Rhine. We're gonna have ourselves a pretty cool amphibious assault. Then we're gonna do some trench clearing, and it should be pretty damn spectacular. We're on a pretty epic map here made by Pack. We've been on a few of his maps before, but he made this one specifically for me, I do believe. But I would really appreciate if he also released it over on the Steam Workshop later, because it is very nice looking. Now, there might be a different version going up on the Steam Workshop, because originally this bridge was standing. I had issues getting US soldiers across it without the bridge collapsing, just because of all the immense firepower the Germans would direct on it in order to try and stop them. So historically, this map is the Ludendorff Bridge in Remagen that the Allies did cross. It was one of the few standing bridges. I do believe it was the one of two bridges still standing at the time the Americans did cross the Rhine on a bridge, so to speak. So they were surprised that it was still standing when they did cross it, and I think that was a major German mistake, because the US did manage to cross it with 26,000 troops, so like 5 to 6 divisions, plenty of tanks and artillery. The bridge did, however, collapse 10 days after. The Germans had tried destroying it for a whole week. I suppose artillery and whatnot. It didn't go down then, but I do believe after many days of it being worn out by the troops crossing and obviously fire that it was taking from the Germans, it did go down. But at that time, it was too late anyway. So what we're simulating here is supposedly the period after it's gone down, and we need to cross it. So this actually historically did happen in many cases where LCVPs, LVTs, water buffaloes, you name it, Higgins boats would actually cross the Rhine River. The Rhine River was humongous. The U.S. needed to cross into Germany using, or actually crossing the Rhine River in general. So I love geographical strategical points that impact battles and wars significantly, and this was one of those cases. So very cool stuff. Historical side note, this bridge was built in 1916. It was named after a German general at the time, and it was finished after the war, so I suppose it would be used during the war. The Americans actually crossed it towards the end, which was pretty cool. Or when it was finished, it was in 1919, so I guess that was actually after the war itself. But there was a picture with US troops standing by the bridge itself. I suppose that was when the treaty had been signed and whatnot. But anyway, we are starting off with a very cool crossing, but this isn't the main point of the video. The main bit is going to come later on when we're doing the trench clearing, which is right back here. So that'll be amalgamated into this video as well, so don't worry about that. Without further ado, I'm going to make sure that everything is tweaked to its perfection, and then we're going to start the landing. There will probably be a second part where we actually clear out the city itself, so that'll be like a flashback to that, but I don't want to remain much longer without any I'm not going to say anything that will get me demonetized, but I'll say without any blood being shed. Oh, it's Monday. Yes. Let's get the battle started. Super excited. Once again, thank you Pack for this map. Stunning work. And also, I do believe Pack is making me some Korean War battles maps. That stuff should be really good as well. Gloucester Hill, Korean War, 640 glorious Gloucesters versus 10,000 Chinese soldiers. So anyway, without further ado, let's get back into the game, and I'll see you guys when we commence the Amphibious assault. Amphibious assault has commenced. The U.S. troops are crossing the river. The Higgins boats are carrying 30 men each, and the water buffaloes only about 8, but they're of course also packing some firepower that could be needed in taking down the shore defense here. We have a pretty cool quick trench, some pretty sweet bunkers as well. This one here is very nice looking. Oh shit, the German isn't even crewing it. Get in your position. There we go. Must have missed him. He's ready, and everyone else is as well. We've got a pack, a Puma, and another 20mm half-track here. Actually, it's entirely wheeled, so just like a armored vehicle there. But the Higgins boats are arriving first. They're faster, and oh boy, they're going to be coming under a lot of fire, but they've got some 30 cals to return the fire with. Oh, I'm gonna be the one sending out the soldiers. Oh, there goes one Higgins boat. That's nasty. Oh, dude, 2 boats down. Oh, no, we're losing so many men. Oh, jeez. Get on the beach. 50 cals are ripping up the Puma there. Oh, no. There goes another half-jack. BTR. BTR, by the way, is the Russian word for armored transport, so it's totally a valid word. It does not only mean the Russian IFV that's called BTR 80 or 70 or whatever time you're looking for. Okay, so the shore party, we've taken major casualties over here. I think we might need some reinforcements. Damn. Well, we've got a few, maybe the water buffaloes and the few men we landed can make this work. We took some serious casualties. But we've dealt with, I'm not sure why he's still making water trails over there. We got a mortar over here messing things up. We'll send this one around. Oh, dude. Holy shit. Panzerfaust and the cliffs are collapsing. Okay, we'll secure this and then we'll have to send over more men. But this part has been entirely secured. Why are you still making water trails, dude? I definitely don't think that's a mapping error. That's definitely not, that's because there's no water trails over here. That's just him, I think. Yeah, we need more reinforcements. Captain, we got a few survivors swimming ashore here. God damn it, soldier. Catastrophic. But more reinforcements are on the way. Oh, jeez. So we got some rocks now on the way, too. And that mortar is still firing. If that was a Panzerfaust, we might be okay to go unless they've got more. I don't see any other, but the mortars are still firing. If we take a direct hit from a mortar, that might mess us up quite severely. Some of the defenders here on the bridge, too, have been killed, but some are still standing. Yeah, we're going to need more reinforcements. Reinforcements on the way here. Okay, so the engineers have deployed some more of these Higgins boats. Could you, like, assemble them? I suppose there were other types of landing craft that an engineer battalion or regiment or whatever could bring with them and, like, assemble to cross, like, more like rafts. These are more propelled, propelled vehicles would be the way to say. Why do I have to be all fucking mathematical about it? Propelled vehicular entities comprised of atoms, sweat, and Uncle Sam's hard-earned cash. But anyway, so we're coming across. Oh man, can we can we land on the bridge? Can we come up here? That would be pretty cool. That'd be some real ranger shit. Okay, we're not gonna advance any further here. We've secured this. Oh man, that was a disastrous landing. I've not through my many times of testing, making sure it's all viable and doable, have I experienced such a bloody assault. But that is why this game is still interesting to me. I got one guy here. He's alive. He's lost his helmet, too. Yes, we are. So get ashore, boys. Okay, now let's try and get up here. Let's try and land the entire Ranger platoon on this side. See, this will work. This will work. This will work. Yes, it works. It works. It works. Rangers, tell me you can get up there somehow. Oh no. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to get wet again. You're gonna have to get wet again. Can I force you? No. Okay. Well, we'll pick you up later. We'll pick you up later. We're taking mortar fire over here, sir. You're still making the water trails. I do not understand you, boy. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you're still... You need to go to inspection. I'm sending you to... Holy shit! 50 cal. Alright. This area has been secured. We are clear to go. We'll take these Rangers and we'll rush the trenches. And can someone get these men there by the bridge? Some evac, exfil, whatever you call it. Just get those men out of there, okay? They're stuck. See you guys when it's time for part 2. We're going to clear out some pretty cool looking trenches. It's time for part 2. The Rangers that arrived as reinforcements are now going to clear out the trenches. This is going to be pretty bloody. This will definitely be one of those things that could end up on Wikipedia if it actually happened. The Hell Trench, you know, the last defenders here across the Rhine. Not the last defenders, but one of the final defenses that was just a costly Allied assault in order to wrap up the war in Europe, so to speak. But we've got plenty of German defenders here. The trenches is what I wanted to show before we actually kick off the fight. I'm not entirely sure what this guy's doing here. He's keeping an eye on the situation. That's what he's doing. Yeah. We've got a very nice MG bunker here. This is a good hiding spot. There's a few more hidden ones, and I think I've spotted them all. There's another one over there. The trenches is, I mean, they're not hard to view, but there's going to be a lot of static views in order to, you know, not confuse everyone with what's going on because there's so many trees and stuff. But they start back here. The Rangers will be moving up while the Flaks will be firing, not at them, but at things crossing the river, I suppose. So they've got to hurry up to take them out. We've got another kind of position over here. I love all the manual woodwork. I did mention in my Korean War video that I love the manual placement. It looks really good, and I think that kind of inspired Zakpak, and it should. It would inspire me. This is tedious though, so good work on the work here, the trench work. It's not tedious, but it's tedious work. To do all that manual placement is annoying, of course, and you have to like place it after the trenches you've formed. Continues down here, goes around here. This is a lot of work, guys. This is a lot of work, granted. So very nice stuff. Very, very honored to have people like make me maps. Honestly, it's super cool. Obviously, it's a bit of a few minutes of fame for the map or two, but yeah, I mean, hell, this is good stuff. I'm definitely the one that's lucky for getting the maps and stuff. I mean, I'm not sure what my shout out or my praise is worth to a mapper, but this is I feel like I'm the one that's getting the best bit out of the trade, so to speak. But yeah, here's the trench. Let's send in the Rangers and let's see what they can do. Here come the Rangers. They know there's enemies here. They're not sure how many. It's a pretty big trench line. There's a lot of vegetation as well, so there's a lot of cover. So far, there's no small arms fire, so they're taking it easy. Some will probably walk outside of the trench. It's good to kind of cover all the areas, but it's also nice to have some men walking inside the trench itself so that they don't miss any German defenders hiding. It can be easy to miss soldiers in a situation like this. So some of them are going to climb over and go on the top now. They don't want to end up in the low ground. So I think that's a pretty smart decision. There's some barbed wire up here, though, so they're going to be forced to walk down again. Okay, let's position ourselves further back now with a bit of a static view. I think the Germans have heard them or spotted them. So they're getting ready for the combat that will commence any second now. Let's get a good view like here. Let's position ourselves here for a few minutes. This is very cinematic. Oh, boy. Well, the battle is on. The Rangers are up against a whole lot of Germans. Significantly fewer, though, than the attacking Americans. But they're in good positions here. So this is going to be a pretty interesting struggle. We'll see how many Rangers they will require in order to knock out the Flaks firing there in the distance. I love hearing them in the distance, by the way. That's really cool stuff. Okay, so I think the Americans are going to slow down for a second now that they've located the German defenders. I can't even see any of the Rangers. A few can be spotted crawling in the trenches. There's some serious return fire. Oh, those bullet impacts. And the Germans ducking for cover. M1 carbine. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, shit. All the bullet impacts are so cool. Move. Rangers, lead the way. Second Ranger Battalion, as a matter of fact. Oh, they're advancing down the trench now. They're doing work. They're progressing. I love Men of War and seeing like a slight, small and slow progress throughout the battle. It's not swift. It's not instant. But they're, by just every man they kill, the further they get, you know, closer to their goal. And that can be a slow and tedious process at times. Sometimes it can cost a lot of lives to get there. But just beholding the progress, seeing men slowly progressing forward, gaining ground that they previously didn't have is just so cool. To me, it's really AI in its best form, you know? Oh man, look at them covering behind the big trees here. M1 Garands, we got them clips being slung out of the ejection port. So the battle is going to extend beyond the trenches themselves. Obviously, right now it's pointless to walk down here, but all the trenches will have to be cleared, so more trench combat will ensue. Really loud. I've noticed I've gotten louder over the last couple of minutes. I can't hear myself. So, hopefully I'm not speaking too loudly. There we go. Hard to spot. This guy isn't even firing. There we go. Oh, there's some people running back there. I'm having a hard time. Oh, look at the tree crowns are being hit. The leaves, or the, in this case, just the branches up top are being hit. You can see that. It's pretty cool. There's a few soldiers moving down here. Let's move closer to the attacking U.S. soldiers. There's 2 German soldiers here to the left, still alive. But to give everyone a better overlook of the situation, this is the pass right here that they need to cross down. There's a high ground here that they can't really cross into. It's too mountainous, too many rocks, also too steep, so they're moving down here in cover, and their next objective is to conquer this hill up here, this high ground, before moving down again into the trench and knocking out the flaks. We're still firing, by the way. Fearsome firefight. Whoa, dude! 2 Germans hiding! Yo. Are you guys gonna conversate, or what are you doing? What are you doing? Dude! Oh, he's shot down. That was weird. Sometimes the AI gets so close to each other, they don't even know how to act. Should we kiss him? Should we shoot him? Hug him? See? Oh. He was knocked out of the trench. So there's 2 Germans here. I think you might have to throw a hand grenade if you even know they're there. Because they're starting to clear out the top now. They're putting a lot of fire on the defending Germans. There's one up there by the bunker. I want to see what happens down here, though. I want to see how the Rangers... That Thompson is so loud. I can't hear myself speak. Seriously, I gotta lower my own game volume. Oh, he spotted them. He knows they're there, so he'll alert his friends about it. So the AI in this game have a way of communicating. Not all soldiers see what every other soldier says. The AI has to communicate and transfer their own vision and information to nearby soldiers. So just because one soldier sees these guys here doesn't mean that the other side knows they're there. They have to be within, like, a communication range. Okay, so he's shot. Is he gonna return fire? I think they need to be a distance like that guy. Getting too close is just difficult for the AI. There we go. They got him now. After not losing all too many men to it. I'd say about a half a dozen at tops, but that's the advantage of those hidden positions. Okay, so we're moving up now. We've cleared this out. Everyone's dead here, so I think we can return to our... Geronimo. How's it looking at reinforcements? Are we... More Rangers coming in? More Rangers are coming in. Good. So, we'll have to take a look at the casualties. Yo, there's a German alive here. Holy crap, two of them. How did we not spot them? Dude, the bullet with... Oh, dude, there's so much dirt being blown up. That's crazy. But there's even still a German alive up here by the bunker. That was pretty quick. Let's see what we can see here. Coming over the horizon. What's that coming over the hills? Is it a monster? No, it's like a Ranger Battalion. Let's take this German soldier. Fall him down a little bit.
Damn. Oh, the bullet impacts. That spray is phenomenal. Got 2 German soldiers here. This one's a little weirdly placed. There we go. Dun dun dun. I love them walking slow like that, scouting ahead. It's definitely warranting some Inglourious Bastards / Team Fortress 2 music. Classic World War II spy music, kind of like Operation classic 50s, 60s soundtrack. Love that stuff. You gotta love it. Even 70s, I dare say. Oh, the trenches are being shot up now. Crawling is good, because you're quicker to bring up your gun after having crawled like that guy over there. Dude, that STG is ripping them a new one. American weaponry by no means inferior. It's just the positioning right now that's... Yeah, they're gonna take a shortcut here. So this is the next object we need to bring down. This flak that isn't being used. Should we crew it? Should we crew it? It's an anti-air piece, and it's uncrewed for... Maybe they're out of ammo. You know, there's no ammunition around here. Supplies have been lowered. And there's no aircraft they're shooting down either. So, we'll leave the infantry to do their work. I feel like watching this from the German POV point of view was the best way to enjoy this. Oh, that's the first down. Let's take a look at it from the U.S. point of view. It's hard to spot their soldiers. They're blending in with the tall grass, and they're in the trenches too, but they're here. They're definitely... They're all over this flank here. This reminds me of a Call of Duty mission. You gotta love that stuff. Good old Call of Duty 1. Guns at Ricage or something like that. Oh, BAR got a good spot. Gun down that MG42 gunner. Here goes a hand grenade, a Steilhand. We'll see if that blows up any of the... Oh, the wood is sturdy. Besides, the grenade isn't meant to make things explode like that. It's meant to deliver some shrapnel and dangerous in a more closed area, to be honest. Open area not as dangerous as a closed premises, so to speak. But I mean, it'll definitely kill you if you're close to it. But indoors, totally, way more lethal than on an open ground like that. But oh. I love the distinct sound of the M1 carbine and the Garand, especially the carbine. I think it's got a kind of a nasal, distorted sound to it, and it's very rapid. There you go, you heard it there. Dude, the Germans are actually utilizing their grenades now. I think that's great. That guy was shot down, then he got a second wind to throw one more grenade. I don't think it's gonna do any real damage though, as there's no U.S. soldiers there at the time. But then he went down again, so that was pretty legendary to spot that. Oh, grenade. Dude! Oh, he was just gonna throw it back. Oh. Und er beschoss. Come on, get some of that M1 fire on him. They're crawling. I like that. Honestly, it's good. Woo! Last round in the clip mag, and he's down. Cleared out, boy. We hear the guns now. We're close. Rangers! Let's get the job done. I think it's better to move up now. What do we got down here? This is like the final part of a single-player mission from like a shooter, Call of Duty or something. Coming down over the final guns, opening up. We got the view over the water, over the canal, the river. Yeah, that's beautiful. How are the Rangers going to tackle this? This final defense is formidable, but I think they'll spread out. Let's watch this from above. Not all of it. There's a lot of trees covering the view, but and this tall grass too is a little permitting, but definitely ambient. Empty down. They're always targeting the priority, or the guns that make the most noise is usually what gets targeted first, and that seems logical. You want to suppress the big guns first. MP40, STG-44, and a 3 K98s. Pretty classic World War II squad over here. Can you please use your Panzerfaust? One last time. One last Panzerfaust. One last Panzerfaust. Oh, he used it. That was very... I don't even think he had time to aim it. He was so stressed out. I wonder if it did any damage. Well, we'll never know. But it's impossible to make out who's been killed by what here. Unless we find some body parts around the area, maybe. Oh, damn. Damn, sandbags are still standing. Everyone here is still alive. The Americans are getting closer and closer. Some of them are pulling back now momentarily. Time to mount a final assault? Perhaps? No? What I mean? This is a long-ass video. This trench assault here is gonna be drawn out quite heavily, quite severely. Boys, are we pulling back? What is going on? Okay, so we'll take the Germans. We'll put them in more of a final hold here. This is cool stuff. So get back in your old positions. We have to hold the battery. Guns are starting to take fire now. This gun crew was taking fire. Let's get those guys out. Vorwärts! Stellung bleiben! Now I need to organize the final German defense here. This is kind of cool. I love that. Are we hitting them? We ought to be. Okay, that guy's down. Whoa, we've lost the crew to this one. Where did they go? Wait, did they die? Yeah, there's a dead man here, so we've lost the other gun. There's only one gun firing now. Okay, let's empty that one as well. The firing mission is complete now. We must hold the ground here. This is our last stand. Maybe we should surrender. Should we let these guys surrender? Well, I think they'd want to surrender now. They know that it's hopeless. The last option they have is to jump down. Oh, damn. Oh, I think these guys are going to fight to the death. And honestly, simulating a surrender now by changing the player factions, disarming them, making them walk out with their hands over their head, and that's going to take another 25 minutes, so yeah. You know what? There's a lot of death. Constantly. All the time. You know what? You know what? Yeah. I got the urge of just ending the bloodshed. All right. German troops have dropped their weapon and surrendered. They're taking care of some of their wounded as well here. This is the end of this engagement. It's been very bloody. The US and Germans have taken plenty of casualties, but the war on this side of the river is over now. What a great battle, though. Pretty cool stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And do you really want to see casualties? Okay, I guess we can look at casualties. So, German casualties in yellow, US casualties in red. Oh, man. I mean, there's trench warfare. Actually, surprisingly, not as many as I thought down here. Way many more back there. There's still Rangers coming in, man. They're sending home bloody Ranger Regiment. Whole 75th Ranger Regiment. Check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon again. Ciao.